Welcome back to the Southern Fried Rod Shop, guys. I know it's been a little while since I made a video. Sorry that I didn't do update videos on this truck, but for those of you that remember, right when I started it, I went on vacation, and I actually finished it while I was on vacation as well. We had quite a few rain days, and then my wife was sick, my youngest son got sick, so we really didn't get to do a whole lot that we had planned on doing, so we just kind of stuck around the house a good bit. So had a good bit of time to work on it, which was pretty cool because I love my hobby, so anytime I get to build's a good time. But I put this truck on Facebook I think about maybe a week or so ago, and it got a pretty good bit of support, so thought you guys that hadn't seen it yet might like to take a look at it. It's my 65 step side. Now I think it was Papa Dan was asking me about the rust I used, and it's this Modern Masters Metal Effects, and it's oxidizing iron paint. Now they do sell an activator. If you want to give this stuff a shot, don't waste your money on the activator. Just get this and you'll be fine. Because what you're going to do, take you one of those little white plastic throwaway cups or any kind of little cup that you use, mix it with 50-50 with vinegar. And it's only going to take you about a spoonful to do a model like this. So mix it 50-50 with the vinegar. Mix it up really well in the cup. And then just start stippling it on with an old brush or a sponge or something. I use both because I like to kind of put my rust and kind of feather out the edges of it. That way it doesn't look like a straight line of rust, and it makes it look more realistic. So far I know this stuff will work on enamel and acrylic, because that blue body color is enamel out of a rattle can that I sprayed. Went back and lightly sanded it to take the shine out of the paint. And the roof is acrylic, so it'll work on both of them. Same thing with that acrylic. I just painted it a few times. I give it a couple of coats and then did a light little sand over it and started throwing the rust to it. Now, the first layer of rust, in about 10-15 minutes, you're going to see it start turning into the rust. And the more coats you put on, the thicker and heavier the rust you're going to get, and it's also going to give you the darker colors. So, for instance, up on the top of the roof, you know, in real life, you're going to have a lot of heavy rust on the top areas because that's just how they are. So I did a little bit heavier up there. You could see in that section, you know, the hood itself made it look like more recent rust. I just think this stuff works out pretty good. I really enjoy it. You know, you can Google pictures of rusty cars and kind of get ideas of where you need to put the rust at, where the heavier rust spots would be on the model you're building. Those are good ideas as well. Like I said, this stuff stinks like shit. I mean, it's really rotten, but if you can get over the smell, it does work really well. But let me pause this and I'll show you guys under the hood real quick. Alright, so here's what under the hood looks like. That's the stock motor. I wired it. It's got the fuel line, the heater hoses, and the radiator hose I made myself. It's got the wire coming off the master cylinder. There's a watch part on the radiator cap there. I got that from my buddy David Duncan. He gave me a bag of watch parts. I've been using those where I could find them, or find a spot to use them. Now that aluminum air cleaner, I got that from Extreme Scale Detail at the model car show back a couple of months ago, so I think those just do an excellent job dressing up an engine. I mean, they look sharp, so I really enjoy using those. With the wiper blades on, painted up the blades, hung the mirror on the door frame. That's more of the look for this truck than just putting it down on the actual door where it normally goes down there. Cut the inner fender wells out. You pretty much have to do that on these trucks to slam them. If you've never built this kit before and never cut out those inner fender wells, when you're doing that, be very careful, because as you could see right there in the middle of the tire, you're not left with a whole lot of metal there. I mean plastic. So Just be careful, because you know, if you're not, you could end up breaking off the whole front clip of the truck by doing that. But like I said, to get it slammed like that, you pretty much have to cut those out, because you wouldn't get the tuck that you need with the front. Interior, just went with a clean interior. It's like a dark brown and pistachio green. Got the dice in the mirror, my red steering wheel. It's got a magazine up on the dash. We got old Emma in the back of the truck. My oldest boy seen one of these little pigs at Hobby Lobby, and he come up with the idea of painting it up like Emma and throwing her in the back of the truck. So that's what we did. Got old Emma back there, and she's munching on something. Got her some old hay in the back of the truck, so she's just along for the ride. Let's see, we'll flip around, show you the back of the truck. Got that little flying eyeball decal in the back glass. Tailgate's all rusted up. Went with the white bumpers again. You guys know that watch my channel, I'm more fond of as less chrome as possible most of the time. And again, here's what the other side of the truck looks like. There's a side shot of it. But yeah, I enjoyed building this one, guys, and I hope all of you enjoy it as well. Got any questions about that rust stuff, just leave me a comment and I'll be glad to help with you if I know the answer. So until next time, guys, this is Heath, and we'll holler at you soon.